ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to this channel once again. In this video, we are going to be answering questions 3, 4, and 5. These questions, we are going to be answering them. In my previous video, we have answered question 1 and 2. If you have not watched it, you see the link below, click it and check how to solve question 1 and 2. Now we go to our Power BI desktop to solve question 3. Question 3 is asking us to solve the sales made in the same period last year. So for example, we want to compare sales in January this year to January the previous year. So what I do is come over here, I create a new measure. As we all know, in our new measure, what do we put inside? What do we start with? We use our almighty formula, our almighty function, which is called what? Calculate. So we create a new measure. Want to find same period last year. So what I do is this, I do sales, same period last year, same period. Okay, let's just use acronym SPLY equals calculate. Then we have sales, comma. Then we need to put something next, which is going to be what? Same, we used to have a function, which is a time intelligence function. Same period last year. We have something like that. So same period last year, comma. And we put the calendar date inside. And we can see same period last year, it returns a set of dates in the current selection from the previous year. We close our bracket once, we close it second time, we press enter. Now that we have it, we check the box, we want to see the results. And that is same period last year. We can now see that because there's no previous year before 2014, that is why it is blank in the whole of 2014. But in 2015 January, you can see 2015 January, we have the result of 2014 January. 2016 January, we have the result of what? 2016 January, we have the result of 2015 January. And it is same for all the other months and year. Super, super, super. Let's go to our next question. We want to calculate year-on-year growth. So what does year-on-year growth means? Year-on-year growth is going to be what? It means that what we want to do is this. Let me use, we want to do year-on-year growth is going to be YOY equals previous year or current year minus previous year. This is the margin divided by what? The previous year. So this is the year-on-year growth. So for the month-on-month growth, it's going to be a similar formula, except that it's going to be MOM. We call it MOM growth. MOM growth. And this is going to be previous month, which is current month sales, minus previous month sales divided by what? Previous month. So this is what we want to implement now. Are we good to go? Yes, good to go, good to go, good to go. So what we do now is to remove SPLY. Let us remove it. We create a new measure. So in this new measure, we call it YOY growth. And it is going to be equals to, we have sales LY. Our current month is going to be actual sales, which is the actual current month sales, and minus what? Previous month sales, which is going to be sales last year. We want to divide it by what? Sales ly. And we have, I think that is correct. We press enter. So this is one way of doing it. But what we are going to observe, let us show the results on this table. And we have sales YOY somewhere, YOY growth. We check the box. We can see now that we have infinity over here. So why do we have infinity? Because of this blank sales LY. So we are divided by 0. So how do I solve this problem? I go back here, I use a more efficient formula. I'm going to use divide. I'm going to use divide, and I'm going to come over here. I just put a comma. So it's basically divides it for me. We can remove this guy. Everything looks fine. So this is going to be the numerator and denominator, and it divides it. It handles the 0 denominator and 0 numerator case that we may have. We press enter. Everything looks good. Everybody is happy. We have what we want. So what I'm going to do next is, it is showing as a decimal. I want it to show as a percentage. So what I'm going to do is, this is YOY Goods. We can see now that it is blank, which is what we want. YOY Goods, I come over here and I change it to percentage. We can see under measure tools, I have percentage. You have to make sure that your measure is selected first. And I come to percentage. I change it to percentage. Now everything looks good. Everybody is happy. We have the correct result. So in a similar way, we can do month-on-month growth. And we come to new measure. So we create a new measure. We have MOM growth. We write a similar formula to this. We use the divide function again. MOM growth equals divide. We have sales minus sales LM. We put a comma. We now write the denominator, which is going to be what? Which is going to be sales LM. So it has an alternate result. So which means that if it is blank, what result should it show? In this case, we want it to be blank. So we don't put anything there. We just leave it as it is. And we close our brackets. Close our brackets. Power BI works on the measure we create. Once it works on the measure, it appears in our feed list. So now I have it. I want it to appear on this matrix, and I check my box. Once I check the box, I have the results, and we have the results. Excellent. What do I do next? I select my measure. I change the format to percentage. Now we have it. We can see now that some places are blank, which is expected, and everything looks good. Everything looks good. The result is in 2 decimal place. Everybody is happy. We are able to calculate what are month-on-month growth, year-on-year growth. So with this, I think I've given us a little bit introduction about what time intelligence functions is, how do we use them in Power BI, and how to use it to solve our problem. We still have a lot of other ones, which I'm going to be showing in my next video. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, why don't you like, subscribe, and share with others? Thank you.